I've played Guild Wars 2 for over 20,000 hours, and I've learned a whole lot and collected just about everything in the game, so it's a perfect time to go round again. Join me in the adventures of my completely fresh account known only as the Microtransaction Enjoyer, on the quest of obtaining and unlocking everything in the game, from legendary gear and mounts to living world story episodes, maps, and ultimate gem store quality of life, purely through efficient and somewhat sensible gameplay. No real money required. But anyway, I guess we better get down to business here. I'm just going to be playing a lot on this new account, I think, over the next kind of couple of weeks. I'm going to be blasting out this account, getting some good progress in here. What's the strike mission here? Ooh, perfect. Kaineng Overlook and Sheer Peaks Pass. I might go and actually try and do the Kaineng Overlook one first. Let's see if we can make that happen. It's nice and early. Let's get in there and get daily... Ooh, HTCM. Ho-ho! Let's go! EOD daily, need one heal, one quick, one alack. Boom! Let's do this. Heal quick. That is me. Why am I saying that? It's because I'm both a healer and I give quickness at the same time. Boom! Okay. We are in a full training run Kaineng Overlook. This is going to be interesting, okay? Are we just going? We're going! We're not messing around. I'll try and explain how this one works as best as we possibly can. Let's do this. Okay. So this strike mission is the first one in Ender Dragons that starts to really spice things up a little bit. It's a very different encounter to the first two strike missions in Ender Dragons. Kind of a little bit more static, but the bosses kind of leap around. It's a lot about positioning, right? You know, I don't really have to explain the mechanics too much here, really. It's more like... See the orange? Don't stand in front of him when the boss charges. Don't stand in the giant cone. And here we go. Now we get to kind of like, I would say, the central gimmick of this fight. The boss will target players with numbers. And then, after a fairly long delay here, will fire out attacks directly at those players. If more than one player gets hit, then, oh no, everyone explodes. Or, if you get hit more than once, you also explode. So basically, you need to make sure that if you have a number over your head, you're actually... What? Oh, nice. The mech is actually bugging and firing its laser before... Well, listen, the mech is very excited about being shown on stream here, and it's fully bugged out, and is now using its attacks like 2 phases before it's supposed to. I like that. And honestly, that's the thing about Guild Wars 2 strike missions, guys. They actually really go ahead and keep things spicy for you. You never know what the hell's going to happen here on Guild Wars 2 strikes. Now we're getting some numbers again. Numbers are coming back. So here what we do is here, we make sure we're not going to get hit by any of the number attacks that get sent out. Otherwise, we're going to blow up and kill people. And also, we need to make sure that, well, if we did have a number, which we don't overlap with anyone else who has a number. So we don't do that. This guy's dead. I'm just randomly pressing buttons. And honestly, I'm enjoying doing it too. Because basically, this fight is quite long. Has a lot of phases too. So what's going to happen here, we have to kill all 3 of these little mini-bosses. They all have different mechanics. But long story short, keep the Enforcer and the Mind Blade away from each other. Otherwise, they basically take way less damage. And also do more damage. And also lose all their conditions periodically. Richless has a bunch of AoEs. Mindblade has a bunch of AoEs. Just don't touch the orange here. Very straightforward stuff. There'll be loads of orange expanding circles spread out when we have to here. Don't get it and blast them down. What you can do is stack the Mindblade with the Ritualist here, so you can kind of double up on damage, but that's really not that necessary. If you don't want to do that. Okay, good. And obviously, I'm actually... Oh, no, the comp doesn't want me to do this. I'm actually tanking right now. It basically fixates on the closest target periodically. Now, what I could do here is just flat out go ahead and move over to the Ritualist. I won't do that, though, as that's not what the commander wants me to do. And because that's not what the commander wants me to do, I won't do it. In general, this is an interesting thing. When you're executing content in some kind of group setting... Sticking to the plan is actually very valuable. So even though there might be a better way to do it that you're aware of, you shouldn't do it unless everyone else is on board. Otherwise, you might end up kind of throwing your team off. Your team won't be able to respond to what you're doing, and then they're going to end up dying because of that. So even though you might know a better strategy, it's always best to kind of stick to the plan, as long as the plan makes sense. Like, if the strategy, like the commander is telling you to do, like, is nonsense, then, yeah, you probably shouldn't do it. But as long as the strat vaguely makes sense, I would just stick to the plan a lot of the time, even if you do happen to know, like, a slightly more efficient strategy. There we go. So now we just have to take out the Mind Blade. Then we are going to go take out the Enforcer after that. And then we'll have another phase of Minister Lee. All right, we got that. And now it's time for the Enforcer. Let's go. So as you can see here, and you're probably seeing my health drop a little bit throughout this encounter. That's because this is definitely a pretty big step up from the first 2 strike missions I've done on this account. So there's going to be a little... I think this beam will do nothing, right? Just going to test. Yeah, it won't do anything. Because weirdly enough, when enemies are actually allied to you, or rather when NPCs are allied to you, they can't attack you, right? So even though we're going to be fighting that mech a little bit later, spoiler alert, even though it's kind of bugged out and using its abilities on us right now, it actually won't do anything. Let's go ahead and break that Defiance bar. Let's get some big DPS, so let's go. Just finishing this off, then we got another phase of Minister Lee. Let's do this. Let's go! Very nice. Good. That was probably a bad Purging Flames, though. Yeah, I should have waited until he moved, though, but that's fine. You gotta... This is the thing that you actually have to really think about. You gotta think about where... Okay, I'm gonna stab up here so we don't get knocked back. Good. You need to think about, is the boss gonna move out of my area attacks? And if the answer is yes, then you probably want to actually delay using your pulsing area attacks so that doesn't happen. Okay. So now it's another phase. It's time for the mech. What are we doing here, actually? Someone's got to tank this, right? What does the con want to do here? Who's going to tank the mech? Okay, looks like they want to go for the sniper. Now, the gimmick here, this is the gimmick here, is that you actually have to prevent these bosses from getting too far apart in health. Otherwise, you take very, very heavy damage. You can see that... Oh, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. What are we doing here? I have the sniper attack, so I'm going to back off. Ow. Wait, they're targeting me. What do they want? What is this forbidden strategy? We've got some, like, forbidden strats. Wait, we just triggered it. Wait, what is the strategy here? They just want to completely ignore it? What is going on? What on earth is happening here? Now we have a green circle, classic mechanic. Go in the green circle, basically. Then we want to go up and CC. I'm going to go ahead and do that mechanic. I do not understand what we're doing here. Okay, we got that. We can go back now. So the gimmick with this guy is that if you don't stay in melee range, he fires out loads of very highly damaging projectiles. And eventually these pulsing pools that deal very heavy damage. Wait, are we just going full nuke on the sniper? What on earth? Wow. I have not seen this before. That is actually super interesting. Yeah, this is... I'm not a huge fan, because obviously, like, the more you do that, the more pulsing damage you end up taking here. I guess it doesn't last forever on normal mode. So I guess this might end up being pretty quick, because you can just kind of, like, nuke the thing down pretty hard. And we do have a heal Scourge, so I don't think we can really die. So I guess this makes sense. But yeah, the thing there was I wasn't entirely sure what they actually wanted me to do. Okay. Okay, so we got another Equalize there. And it's green circle time. I'm just going to keep the aggro on it, I think, so we don't get any ranged projectiles that could potentially do a lot of damage. Okay, we're downstate over there. Now we have a few projectiles. That's fine, though. This is... Oh! I just got sniped! The team can save me, though. Save me, team! We failed the CC. They're basically... if you don't get that... if you don't go up there on the little zip wire, and you basically break the Defiance bar, you get hit by that giant laser and die. Yeah, and as you can see, this is why I'm not a huge fan of this strategy that we're doing right now. To me, this is kind of... You know how I said earlier that you should kind of follow the group? And I think I will follow the group here, but this is a little bit insane. This is a slightly unhinged strategy to me. Right. Not gonna lie. Oh, no! Why? Why would you do that? This player is murdering me. I'm getting memed. Okay, this is big. This is big. Okay, now we can finish off the sniper, though, which is good. I like that. I do like that. This is big. Okay, we have that down. Everyone is alive, which is good. Well, yeah, my commentary on this fight has completely dissolved into nothingness because I was not expecting this. The good news is we have succeeded. I do like that. I do like that. So we just did that fight kind of just by brute forcing it. What you are supposed to do is kind of like damage them. You swap back and forth, right? So you'll damage one, you'll damage the other, you'll damage one, you'll damage the other, while you're avoiding the attacks and moving away and not getting sniped and going up on the zip wire to break the defiance bar. That's not what's happening. Okay, that's not what's going on. That's okay though. That's okay. It worked out. It worked out. Ah, we have the number now. So again, all we're going to do is basically just be away from other people who have a number, so that they don't get hit too. No, don't. Ooh. And make sure no one else gets hit. Okay, good. We should be in a good position here. No, 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 no. What the fuck? So the reason I died there was because that other player ran in front of me. And basically because they got hit by the attack then killed me as well. So I have a green circle. I'm going to go into... Wait, what on earth is going on right now? What the hell is happening here? Everyone took, like, the Scourge portal. People are now dead. They ran away from the green. This is madness. This is utter madness. Okay, I've got the number here. I'm pretty sure I could solo this, so at the end of the day, it's not actually a problem. So if everyone else dies, it is fine. I'm very focused right now. I feel very focused. We have the spread mechanic. Oh my god! Okay. Slight death wish there. This is good. I got... Oh yeah, everyone's going to get a mechanic now, which kind of sucks. We've got to get in that green circle. We did it. We did it. This is good. We're going to win. We're going to win. We have numbers again. I'm just going to stay away. I'm a little bit scared of my team right now. This is the true pug experience. I am living in fear. Fortunately, we have won. Huh.
Enough.
Huh. That's something. Yeah, I did not expect that. And I did not see that one coming. You know, I haven't done normal mode of this for a long time, so I'm a little bit out of date with what the strategies people run. That is a really interesting strategy, a really interesting direction a lot of these players are actually going with approaching that. That is absolutely fascinating. Now we know, though. Cool strike mission. Definitely a good introduction to, you know, some of the more slightly complicated mechanics that you'll find in the in boss fights. Training group? I mean, wait, guys, is that what it's like all the time? Is that, like, normal for pugs? That is insane, if that's true. That is actually unhinged. Wait, why do people do it like that? That's crazy. I like it. That's huge. Yeah, like... How'd I get that much gold so early? You need a guide? I will actually make a guide going over all the things that I've done, I think. But I always feel super weird. I always feel super weird about making guides like this, because in my opinion, it's literally playing the game. I do strike missions, I do fractals, I do all the good open world bosses, right? And I sell my items on the trading post. That's literally the guide. Play the game, and you'll get like a shit ton of gold. Getting gold for legendaries. First order of business is going to be unlocking story. And I'm actually going to unlock a few episodes today, I think. I kind of want to unlock... I want to unlock Bjora Marches. I might get Drakkar. Because I really want to get my Icebrood Saga strike missions fully unlocked in terms of the amount of rewards I can get from them. So I need to do all of these things, and for that I need mastery points. And I can't actually get that many mastery points right now. Also, doing daily Drakkar is pretty good. It's a good boss to do, actually, as it turns out. So yeah. That's what we've got to do, my friends. I believe we have to do... we have to do tier 3 on all of these things, right? We're going to get Drakkar, get our Amalgamated Draconic Lodestone. It's going to be great. Getting that done daily. Another great world boss for us to battle every single day. You love to see it. And it's going to be a good... It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a good time. That's all I'm going to say. Seriously, we are absolutely on a roll. I'm not going to lie, guys. Like, we are totally on fire right now in terms of making some account progression. We're going to be almost able to get an episode every day. In fact, we can. We can unlock a new story episode in Guild Wars 2 every single day at the rate we're going currently, which I think is really fantastic. How much gold do you have? I have 165 gold. Obviously, if I sell items, I'll have more. I think I'm probably at... I think if I sold everything, I'd be up to around 200 gold. Currently, I am earning around, I want to say, 80 gold a day currently. As a rough guess, around 80 gold a day. Maybe a touch more than that sometimes. But we're going to increase that, by the way. We're going to increase that a lot. Once I get to tier 4 fractals, guys, I think we can honestly be pushing... we can just flat out be pushing 150 gold a day on this account pretty easily. Can I actually... Ooh, I can actually open the Megachest. Let's go ahead and open the Megachest. This is part of a reward structure so complicated that I'm pretty sure even ArenaNet don't know how it works. But long story short, you do your daily strike missions for Icebrood Saga after you've got enough profit crystals and you've activated all of the little globs here. Raven for doing like one of the Raven ones, Cold for doing the Cold War, Sheer Peaks for doing Sheer Peaks, Echo for doing Whisperer for doing Whisper of Jormag. You activate all of those. You can do Forging Steel if you want to do that one twice, but honestly, Forging Steel, it's a little bit painful. Not everyone does that. Basically, do those 4, then have 3 crystals. Boom! Open it, and look at that. Look at that. Insane. This basically kind of duplicates the loot you get from strike missions once a week. So we just get a bit more stuff, right? As you can see here. Pretty nice. Get a lot more Itrite ingots, a lot more of these Eternal Ice Shards that we're going to use to get some currencies and basically buy some Ascended Trinkets. These things, we can turn them into basically any Living Story Season 4 currency with a bit of Karma thrown in. That gives us really easy access to Ascended stuff without necessarily having to farm the maps. It's great for stuff like Skyscale. It's great for getting your Ascended gear. We just get a bunch of other stuff. We get some Champion bags in here as well. We get all this good content. It's good. We're having a good time. It's good. We can unlock all these things. You could probably just sell those, to be honest. We can't even go to Drizzlewood yet, but I'm just going to click them so they go away. And we get a lot of Karma as well. Karma will be useful, trust me, down the line, because we're going to need that when we use our Eternal Ice Shards. Very nice.
And you a dream internship with the Inquest.
Ooh, nice. If you look at this, you can get a whole bunch of stuff. Look at that. We can get our Ascended gear. Basically throw in a bit of gold, and you get a massive discount on your Ascended items. This is like one of the best reasons to do strike missions. It will take us a little bit of a while to pile up all these blue crystals. We've been doing a few days worth now, and we're only on 50. But as you can see, patience is going to be massively rewarded here. For example, a boot item might cost you maybe like 15 to 20 gold to craft, maybe a little bit more than that in that sort of region. We can pay 5 and do strike missions. So we can massively save gold by doing these strike missions. The same for weapons here. Now, the stats are a little bit, you're a little bit limited on what stat choices you can have here on these weapons, but they're still pretty good. Pretty good. Huge value on this stuff. Very good. There it is. And we can even convert them, right? We can actually turn our green shards into blue shards, which is convenient. So if we can kind of like use our End of Dragons currency to also buy stuff here if we want to do that, which is quite nice. But yeah, that's how it is. So strike missions, great for gearing up. And again, we're just going to be exercising patience, right? That's the really key thing here. We're going to be patient. We aren't going to rush our Ascended. We're going to very gently move towards our Ascended gear, which in my opinion is always going to be the correct play. Like rushing unnecessarily, it's going to be very expensive, and it's going to slow down our progression in terms of unlocking stuff as well, which is definitely not ideal, right? I'll go do ArenaNet, then I think it actually might be time to unlock some of our story episodes here. I think it may well be time for Drakkar. And I think for episodes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. You guys are going to call me unhinged. You're going to call me crazy. But we actually have a lot of story episodes that we can unlock right now. So our first two... Look, this is it. This is a big moment. This is a big moment. Our first 200 gems. Our first cutscene cancelling my first 200 gems. First 200 gem exchange is coming down. What the hell? 66 gold? That was like 50 gold yesterday. I'm getting bloody ripped off. But anyway, we're doing it. We're doing it. First swipe. Boom! And I think... Oh, bye. It's the damn gem store update, dude. I'm getting absolutely ripped off. So, actually, fun fact here, by the way, gamers. Obviously, there are actually... Because the gem store is essentially an actual living economy, you know, if people buy gems with gold, then the price goes up, right? If people are just like, you know, if people aren't doing that, then the price goes down, right? It actually is like a proper economy. And if the opposite is happening, then the price goes down, right? Okay, the game just like bugged out, wouldn't even let me buy gems. But basically, this does mean that there actually are good and bad times to buy gems. Specifically, when there are like really big gem store updates coming out and everyone's going crazy buying all of the new items, you actually don't want to be spending your gold on gems because the price can go up significantly. Great example is that yesterday, I was actually looking at prices and it was, for 200 gems, it was going to cost 54 gold. However, today, there was a really big gem store update, so everyone's going crazy buying gems, and that actually means that the price has gone up from 54 gold for 200 gems, all the way up to 66 gold. So you actually do really want to be a little bit careful if you want to min-max when to buy gems with your gold that you've been farming in-game. You don't want to buy on Tuesdays, because Tuesdays... exactly where we're dropping those big gem store updates, those big microtransaction cash shop gaming situations. So basically, don't buy on Tuesday. Not a good idea. Because I just burned all my gold. Have I got my gems? I do. And that means it's time. We're going to go full insane here, by the way. I want to unlock Drakkar because I like Drakkar. And you can't stop me from doing this. I think I will actually go ahead and buy Shadow in the Ice. I believe. I think if we just get to Bjora Marches, we get to unlock the entire map. I'm doing it. Shadow in the Ice full unlock will enable. We can actually buy a few more episodes, though, so this won't be the only one we buy. But yeah, I think it's time. Bjora Marches in one go. We're doing it. Shadow in the Ice. Buy now. Done. Unlocked. We're done. We're in. New map, new world boss, which is actually good. Can drop Ascended. Is actually worth doing every day. Gives us another great farming opportunity. And I'm going to buy another few episodes as well for some Ascended options. So we can get ourselves some Ascended gear, particularly on some of our other characters. What other maps do we need for this meta train? We actually need to get ourselves Palawadan. Honestly, Palawadan would actually be really good. So getting that done would be really nice. So some living, and also that's obviously great for Living World, right? Because we want to unlock Living World Season 4 so we can get our Sky Scale. That could be very cool. We've got options. We've actually got some really good options. Like, I actually made a gem store tier list, and in that tier list, I do always say that the best things to unlock is always going to be story first. It's ridiculously cheap and delivers you a huge amount of value at the same time. Yes. We actually could just go ahead and unlock Palawadan. And then go and do it with this meta train. Wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm buying Palawadan. I'm doing it. We're getting the payoff here. Wait, what is it? It's Long Live the Lich, right? I think. Daybreak. It's not Daybreak. It's not bugging the system. It's Long Live the Lich. We're doing it. I'm doing Palawadan with the gang. Wait, it's Daybreak? It is Daybreak? Oh, yeah, it is. That's Istan, isn't it? That's true. Yeah, Long Live the Lich is when you kill Joko. That doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense, guys. Oh, wait, buy gems. Oh, no, 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 no. Not here. Not here, my friends. I am the microtransaction enjoyer. Right, 200 gems. Boom! We're doing it. Daybreak. Unlocked. Episode 1 of Season 4. Boom! There it is. And we're actually going to make some really quick gold off this, too. I'm going to quickly teleport in because I can't bother to do the story right now. Otherwise, you have to do the story, but that doesn't take that long. But we've got to go. The event is on right now. I'm in. And again, I think I'm much more interested in actually building our economy rather than Ascended Gear. I'm still more interested in that. Ascended Gear is nice, but I actually don't really want to invest into Ascended Gear that much. I'm going to focus on economy and getting as much gold as we possibly can. We're absolutely fine in exotics currently. We're going to be heavily focused on just farming. And unlocking all the things that we need. Alright, here we go. We're in position. It's a brand new map here. There's nothing too crazy. It's got a boss at the end of it. There's a few chests we want to be kind of picking up here. You'll see them get marked on the minimap here. Basically, this is actually a really cool event thematically. We basically have to ransack this city. This city of Joko here, one of the villains from the Guild Wars 2 story. And what we're going to do, we're going to break in, run around, destroying everything, you know, beating up a lot of very evil enemies and looting some chests at the same time, and then fighting a final boss, and then we go somewhere else. And what I really love about the routine we're starting to set up here is that we do our instance content super early on, and we just hop onto the train, right? We get the instance content, love it, done, easy, get our fractals done, get our stripe missions done, then we hop on board the open world just to fill out the time there. We might get a few fractals in here and there, get a few cheeky fractals at some point down the line. Would be nice. Because again, we're just working on our fractal level. Our fractal level is something like 10 right now, so we're definitely making some solid progress. Again, I'm not really going to rush. I don't want to do like these really big like grinding sessions where we're going to do like, oh yeah, I'm going to do 50 fractals in one day. No, we're not going to do that. I will slowly move up through the tiers and eventually get ourselves, well, yeah, we didn't do an amazing job of stacking those there, but it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. All right, let's go. Let's get down to business. So the key thing with, honestly, a lot of open world events, actually, is a kind of a little nuance of Guild Wars 2 loot here. Champion mobs, so these ones with the kind of the golden outlines, these drop something that's just referred to as a champion bag. Basically, they give you a bunch of extra, like a special item that you can open, and it usually has like some good loot in there. Specifically, it's going to have some gold, it's going to have an item that you can go ahead and sell, all that kind of good stuff. Can even drop like some potentially like rarer items as well. But basically, just make sure you hit the champions so you get all the loot. And then get these. And these are the champion bags, right? These Palawadan phylacteries. Very good. So yeah, always look out for the champions. Hit all of them. Tag all of them. And you'll see that we'll actually end up with quite a lot. And I'll actually save all of them for the end and I'll open them. So you can see exactly what you get. You get a lot of good stuff, though. Let's go. Again, we're just looking for the champions here. I'm going to try and tag that one. I think I got it. Maybe not quite enough, actually. Feels bad. I was too slow. I was too slow in looting the chests. That's fine, though. There's another champion over there. Take him out. Take him down, gamers. As you can see, we're just really piling up a lot of these champion bags. While also picking up all the supply stashes, too. Only anguish and darkness. These guys are not super happy, but it's continuously farming these things. This event can actually take a good chunk of time, but we've got a pretty good group here, and as a result of that, it's going to go pretty quickly. I can't actually get over there because I don't have my flying mount, so I'm just going to fire these cannons. I'm firing the cannons to damage these ships. We've got to take out all these ships. We might want to go get a repair hammer and fix the cannon. In fact, that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's go and repair this cannon up, and then we can fire it at the ship. Ow! What the hell? I can't... I need to drop this. Oh, great. It actually despawns the hammer. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Well, I don't think I'm going to be super useful here, I'm afraid. I think we're going to be much better off just looting the chests. Because, of course, the thing is, you don't really do this the intended way anymore. The intended way is that you use the cannons to fire at the ships. But, obviously, because everyone has flying mounts, what you actually do is you fly onto the ship and just blow them up. So, yeah. You end up approaching it very differently, and I can't really participate in that right now. What class gives the biggest return for player skill investment nowadays? Oh, that's a super good question. I'd be very much inclined to say all of them, to be honest. Because I think this is a slight misconception people have about gaming in general. There's this idea that... being good at the game is about... Or like, being rewarded for the game is like being rewarded for pressing buttons. But honestly, that's actually a very small part of skill in the game. the skill in the game is honestly less about that, and it's a lot more about understanding basic combat mechanics. Like, that's what really rewards you, right, in this game, is stuff like understanding how to use dodge well, how to position yourself really well, knowing the encounters, knowing how PvP works, knowing how world versus world works in terms of game mechanics, right? Like, it's a little bit misleading to say, oh yeah, Mirage is really skill-based in PvP. Well, yeah, that's true in terms of its mechanics, but you're really missing the point there, in my opinion. Like, because that's honestly not what makes a good player. You know, when I look at a really good player, I look at someone like Boyce, right, for example. Boyce obviously has excellent mechanics, but what truly makes Boyce a really good player is his understanding of the combat system. Any build that Boyce plays in PvP, he's going to squeeze value out of it because he has an incredibly intimate understanding of how the Guild Wars 2 combat system works and how the game modes work as well. That is the skill, right? Of course he's great at pressing his buttons. Of course he is amazing at countering his opponents and reacting to what's going on. But that's not what makes him an awesome player. What makes him an awesome player is his broad mechanical understanding of the game itself and the underlying mechanics, right, that are there, right? So the answer to your question, in my opinion, the correct answer is any profession and any build, because the thing that's going to really set you apart isn't going to be, oh, this guy's insane on Mesmer, or oh, this guy's insane on Engineer, or whatever. What's going to set you apart is your understanding of the game mode you're playing and the combat system. That's my opinion, anyway. And there you go. That's Palawadan. We have a few more chests to loot over here at the end, and we'll have a look at the spoils. Check this out, gamers. So let's see what we got going here. Let's see what we can juice here. So as you can see, during all of that, we got a bunch of gear. We got these champion bags. Look at the gold here, and let's open these champion bags. You can see here that we got a good chunk of liquid gold there. Loads of new gear that we can sell. Loads of unidentified gear. I think we went from 44 to 89, which is a lot, actually. And we got a bunch of materials, right? So we can sell all these materials as well. Look at that. Got some rares. Got some ore. Look at that. Insane. Big value, big profit. We're putting in that work there and farming hard. All right, so we've done a whole bunch of events today. I think what I actually might go and do now is actually just quickly unlock Bjora Marches, because I unlocked that episode today, and so we can now enter that map, and that means we can get some mastery points for the Icebrood Saga, and that means we can actually maximize the loot we get from our strike missions, because we need to get tier 3 in all of the essence masteries to maximize our loot. We don't need that many mastery points. And eventually we are actually going to want to unlock Dragon Slayer in Ender Dragon's Masteries. The reason, in Icebrood Saga. The reason for this is because in order to get full loot out of Dragonstorm, you need to fully unlock, you need to get like the final mastery here. It basically gives you the opportunity to get a ultra rare infusion from Dragonstorm, which is pretty good. But until then, we just need to sort these out, because that's going to be a bit more of a long-term goal. It'll take us a while. We have to unlock a lot more story to get there as well. So that will definitely take us some time. But until then, big goal for us for increasing our daily income is going to be dealing with these 3 masteries here. All right, let's go. Strike mission. Priority strike. I think that should be good enough, right? And we can just leave. Yes. Then we go over here. And the answer is yes. Bjora Marches unlocked. Boom. Hope it doesn't kick me. That should work now, because I have the story. Okay, so now here we are on this map. We're going to go grab some waypoints here and get started and see if we can find a few mastery points. Hooray! Can we actually get up there to that mastery point? Maybe we can bunny our way up. Ah! Okay, and now what we can do is we can glide over here. We're making progress. This is good. We have made it to here now. Ooh. But I'm pretty sure we actually can climb this cliff. Pretty standard here anyway. Yeah, so what we can do is we can keep climbing. Well, for a start, I'm going to go get that chest. But you can see here that we're making good progress towards our goal, which is this mastery point. Nice! I think we're kind of doing it. Whoa! I'm so curious if you can... Yeah, look. It's literally over there. Oh, could our raptor make it over there? I'm so... I want to try it. Do you think we can raptor over there, guys? The mesmer is here to carry us. I think we can do it. I think we can do it, guys. Fuck the portal. We're all in. What? No! I kind of fucked it up. It's fine. It's fine. We're still in. Okay, here we go. Whoop. No! It's possible, though. It can be done. Look, he's like, please take my portal. He's like begging me, like, please do it. But I am actually going to reject it. I reject the portal. Okay. Come on. And there we go. No. Yes. And then we're up. Okay. I think we've done it because we can glide there now. No. Oh, dude, it's so annoying. The dismount is annoying because it, like, moves you a bit. Okay. And then here we go. And then we made it. And then we can glide over here. Boom. And then we can just bunny up. There it is. No portal, no elp. Job fucking done. Easy. Mastery point unchained. All right, here we go. It's Drakkar time.
Ignore it. Remember that the ice dragon
okay, here we go. Hello! I can sort subgroups if we want. Here's a great example, by the way, Squeegee, of me being active. I'm noticing that our subgroups are not sorted right now. This means that our damage output is going to be significantly lower and our effectiveness as a group is going to be significantly lower. So I'm going to offer my services to, and I've now been given Lieutenant, to actually organize the subgroups so that we can have a much easier time in completing this content. It doesn't have to be like always making your own group. It can be stuff like offering to help the commander, trying to teach people a little bit and show people how stuff works. But just doing this is going to give us a way easier time than if I had just sat around doing nothing. And this is a very important part of this on how you actually progress your account. Is by using your knowledge and using the resources that you have to succeed. Do not be a bystander. Take control. Take control, my friends, of your destiny within the game. Do not leave it up to chance. Do not leave it up to other people. If we can be a little bit funny. You can't get kicked from a group that you make. I like that. It's good. So, when it comes to sorting subgroups, what am I looking out for here? So, what I'm trying to do is make sure that there's a source of quickness in every single group, and there's a source of alacrity in every single group. Everything else will honestly basically sort itself out. Like, you know, stuff like might, fury, healing. That'll probably end up working out kind of okay. But yeah, I'm just looking for quickness. So firebrands, heralds, catalysts, harbingers, and so on. And then I'm looking for alacrity. So tempest, mechanist, revenant, renegades rather, like spectre. I'm just trying to put one of those in each subgroup. Everything else will work out. How do you know people actually run builds that provide those boons? You just guess? Yeah, just guessing. Just guessing is usually good enough. Guess and overkill. So, for example, sometimes you put like put two of the same boon in one subgroup if you have a surplus and just guess. Because bear in mind, it's open world. We don't have to be some kind of giga hyper sweat lord, right? Or anything like that. We don't have to do that. It just has to be good enough. It just has to be better, right? It's... Even if nobody changes their builds, it will be better than nothing. And that's what we're going for here. We're trying to be better than nothing. You know, guys,
Is an ally.
I'm smelling the Ascended. I have never dropped the Ascended Horde from Drakkar. Ever.
Here. I know it.
It could happen right now. It could be about to happen. Our damage is very low, but we are in a pug group, so that is to be expected.
Stay on your guard.
Should be high enough, though, I think. I might as well try and get the Shockwave achievement, huh? At the same time. That should be very doable. 84%. The next phase is actually get a little bit easier in terms of damage output. And hopefully we can continue building up more and more players and slowly build up steam and get some more damage here. Should ease things out a little bit here. Let's go.
I'll rip down this
Yes, I must go in a green. Yes, we get a master problem. That's a good point. That is true, actually. I must go into the mastery. Beat the champions down here. Very nice. Pine Shade is down. Svanir Seer going down. Boop. Oh, wait. Are we actually going to... we're kind of... the greens should spawn, right? Greens? Oh. 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 I think this should count, right? Oh. Oh, wait. We have to do... Oh, I have to do it loads of times. We have to do it 20 times. Oh, great.
Oh, no, you don't.
Well, that's going to take a while then, huh? Leveling slowed way down. It's like around at hearts close. I find heart, no one's there to help. I mean, hearts are all soloable, so you can just do them solo. But don't get too stuck on hearts. Feel free to actually really go about the place and investigate loads of other areas. And just do events, right? You don't need to, you know, that's not that important to do. Just focus on just playing the game and exploring. Hearts are not the main content in the game. The main content is dynamic events. And just like doing stuff and doing the story. Doing the story juices you hard and you get a lot of experience by doing that. So you may want to consider that. I'm going for this green because it's going to progress my achievement. And I like achievements. Well, I want my mastery point. I don't really care about achievements. I want masteries. Go, 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 go. The Pine Shade is down. Very good. Destroy the dragon. Let's do this. And push back. Big DPS here, gamers. Let's go. Oh, no. I got hit. We got some shockwaves here, guys. Gotta be careful. Let's watch out here. Let's play it safe. One more shockwave. We have the achievement. Don't get hit by that. The achievement will be ours. Put a reflect for no reason. Another Giga Chad play. Kill it. Go. Boom. We did it. Nice. Drakkar done. Mastery point done. 1,000 achievement points done. I don't think it really matters what we pick here, does it? Because honestly, all the skins are pretty putrid. But you know what? I'm feeling like a shield. Let's go. Why not? 1,000 AP. That's going to give us some more badges of honor, I believe. Some karma. Yeah, 200 badges of honor. Ooh! I think we can get a commander tag now. Hell yeah. Let's go. Time to get a tag and tag up and start leading people about the place. I'm ready. Okay, let's go ahead and get that loot. Oh, nothing crazy, unfortunately. Let's see. Can we actually get any of this stuff? Oh, we can get the Chest of Valor, which is decent. I think that's the only one we can get, right? Yeah, it's the only one we can get. Well, we got ourselves another mastery point, and we actually leveled up. So we have actually finished our tier 3 on Resilience Essence. So that's really good. And that means we can start working on it. We actually don't care about that, this one anymore. We just want to slowly level up all of these masteries. So we get, yeah, we can fully complete this one. So we still need another 4 mastery points, but we should be able to get that by doing the main event. We can go ahead and grab this right now, actually, as well. This one. Where do you go for this one, actually? It says it's down. Do you have to go through one of the gates? Wow, I actually can't remember where you go.